We are in my client's home in the Forest Hill neighborhood in Toronto. My clients purchased this home. It was a fairly new build, so we had a blank slate. The architecture was very clean and black and white, a lot of gorgeous finishes, and they really just needed to add their personality and some color and their touch to the space. When we started talking about inspiration, they were drawn to a lot of fun and colorful spaces, a lot of hotels. So hearing that they loved that, it was really an opportunity to bring some of that personality into their own space. There were 2 dining areas in the space, and they wanted to switch out one of them for more seating space. They like to entertain, so the idea was they really wanted a hotel-inspired lobby feel. We wanted to add some softness. With the architecture, it's a lot of lines, and so we really played up the idea of curves and texture. We have the sheepskin chairs and we have grass cloth in the space. The rug itself has the curves and the silk to it, so we really did a bit of a juxtaposition in here. The grass cloth is a very subtle neutral blue, and then the orangey pinks went with that sunset vibe, as cheesy as it sounds, but it's bringing those nature elements into the space in subtle ways. Art we left till the very end, and my client found this beautiful piece. She went to a few galleries and she sent me a picture. I mean, she didn't need my approval, but total approval. It's a bit more of a formal feel in this center space, and then we call it the family room, is a little more casual, although it still is very elevated. Since you can see the family room from the living room space, we needed these areas to connect without being the same. So we have the wool in the rug. It's a little more low-key. Part of the color too was my client's Indian heritage. She really wanted some of that color to come through without being overpowering. So we used some block prints and extra colorful details in the pillows there. From the family room, you can see right into the dining area. That is now their primary dining area, and it's beautiful, set with the nature backdrop. It's a neutral palette, but one way to bring in color and personality would be through fresh florals, different colored napkins, pattern. The other thing we did in the dining room was we swapped out the light. It was very architectural before, and this one just felt a lot more decorative. We wanted to carry the theme of color into the kitchen as well. We found these beautiful designer plates, and we did all different colors. They are for display, and you can also use them. Most of them are dishwasher safe. Just off the other side of the kitchen is the scotch room. This is another seating area. It's great for entertaining and also a cozy spot to just sit and do work. The chairs and the rug our clients had, we just brought in the pillows for extra color and also lumbar support. And we added a bar cart, we changed out the light. It just gives it a bit more of a regal feel, like the chairs are very antique, so we played that element up. When you enter into the space, you see the mirror with its stripes and the colorful coat tree with the brass accent. So it sets the tone that this is a house with personality. And right off the foyer, you have the powder room. We added a graphic wallpaper. It's pink and black, and those were colors that our clients loved and found modern. So it's kind of a Tetris without being too geometric. The other thing that might catch your eye when you're entering the space is the stair runner. So it's made of all vintage rugs that we've pieced together. It's very colorful. It's the showpiece of the house, if I do say so myself. At the top of the stairs, we have just a beautiful display area. You can see this from the main floor too. Our clients had a colorful piece of art. They had this when I walked in the house the first time, so I kind of knew, okay, they're not totally scared of color. We brought in a wool rug with some color, and we brought some of the accessories as well. In the primary bedroom, we added drapery. So we have one track of solid drapery for blackout and then sheers. There is a lot of nature around, so we wanted to give them the options. We definitely toned down the palette. There's still some color in the pillows. In the bedding, the pattern really brings some energy to the space. The other thing we did in that room was we changed out the light fixture. This one, in the white with the texture, it just feels very calming and adds a feminine layer to the space. Their daughter's room was the reason I was brought into the project in the first place. She was transitioning from her crib to a big girl bed, so they wanted to make it very special for her. So we gave her these beautiful blackout drapes and a very soft rug so that she could sit and play, an area for books where she could get them herself, a little play table. Like, I just smile thinking about it. It's so sweet. And it also is a transitional room. Everything we chose also could be adult or transition with her as she grows up. We kept the palette in shades of gray and pink. The wallpaper is a very subtle polka dot gray and white grass cloth. We painted the ceiling a light pink, and in the bedding, we brought in some of that color that we can change out easily. Yeah, the clients are happy, for sure. They told me they've had lots of parties already. It feels like them. That was really important. When I come back to the space, I am reminded of all the effort and energy that went into the design, especially with the rugs on the staircase. It was very much a case of measure a million times and cut once when you're working with these beautiful rugs. And I'm so proud of how it turned out.